Guess who this character is? The Slip Coaches are a really fun and clever bunch of coaches from Thomas and Friends. They're special because they can detach themselves from the engine while it's still moving. Pretty cool, right? They're used mostly on the express with engines like Duck, who knows exactly how to handle them. The Slip Coaches take a lot of coordination to work with, but when things go smoothly, it's a sight to see. What's interesting about the Slip Coaches is how proud they are of their job. They like to think of themselves as classy and efficient, always making sure passengers reach their destinations on time. They can be a little bit bossy or snobbish sometimes, especially when things don't go perfectly, but deep down, they just care about doing things properly. They really enjoy being part of the express service and hate being late. Even though they're a bit high maintenance, the Slip Coaches are actually quite fun to be around. They like good teamwork and appreciate an engine who knows what he's doing. Once you get used to their style, they're loyal, reliable, and even a little funny in their own fancy way. It's no wonder Duck enjoys working with them. They make the railway feel a bit more exciting and special. Guess who this character is? Smudger is one of those engines from Thomas and Friends with a story that's a bit mysterious and kind of spooky. He used to be a narrow-gauge engine who worked alongside Rheneas and the others on the Skarloey Railway. But Smudger had a bit of a problem. He was overconfident and didn't like following the rules. He thought he knew better than everyone else, which, well, didn't end too well for him. Instead of learning from his mistakes, Smudger kept being reckless. He would show off, take risks, and ignore advice from other engines. One day, his luck ran out, and he ended up in a pretty bad accident. After that, the story goes that he was turned into a generator, so he could still be useful, but he'd never move on the rails again. That's what makes his story so memorable. It's kind of a lesson about being careful and not letting pride take over. Even though Smudger isn't around anymore as a regular engine, his tale is one that everyone on the railway remembers. Some engines even talk about him like a legend, half warning, half ghost story. It's funny how someone like Smudger, who used to be full of himself, ended up teaching everyone else the importance of listening and staying humble. Guess who this character is? Sunny is one of those engines who's got a pretty interesting past in Thomas and Friends. When he first showed up, people didn't really trust him, mostly because he used to hang around with a sneaky guy named Baz. Back then, Sunny got caught up in some bad choices, like trying to steal things, which didn't exactly make him popular on the island of Sodia. But deep down, Sunny wasn't a bad engine, he just needed a second chance. After he was caught, Sir Topham had decided to give Sunny that chance, and honestly, he really turned things around. He started working hard, proving that he could be reliable and honest. It took some time for the other engines to warm up to him, but once they saw how much he'd changed, they started treating him like a true friend. Sunny showed that everyone can make mistakes, it's what you do afterward that really counts. Now, Sunny's part of the team, doing his best every day. He's cheerful, hardworking, and always ready to help out. Sometimes he still gets teased about his past, but he doesn't let that bother him. Instead, he uses it as motivation to keep being better. He's a great reminder that no matter where you start, you can always choose to do the right thing and become someone others can count on. Guess who this character is? Stepney is one of those engines who just makes you smile. He's a bright yellow tank engine from the Bluebell Railway, and he's known for being cheerful, polite, and always ready to help. When he first came to the island of Sodia, everyone liked him right away because he was so friendly and hardworking. Stepney's the kind of engine who always sees the best in every situation and enjoys meeting new friends wherever he goes. What's cool about Stepney is how proud he is of his work. He really loves being useful and takes care of every job he's given, no matter how small it is. He's also a bit of an adventurer. He enjoys exploring new places and helping out on different lines. There was even a time he got into some trouble with diesel engines. But he managed to stay brave and clever, which made everyone admire him even more. Even though he mostly works back on the Bluebell Railway now, the engines on Smudger still remember him fondly. Stepney's story is one of kindness and optimism. He's proof that being polite and hardworking can take you far. He might not be the biggest or fastest engine, but he's definitely one of the most genuine and lovable ones around.